Welcome to my YouTube channel. Detective Daniel Kane hunts a sadistic serial killer, plagued by haunting visions of his victims. The rain was relentless, pelting against the windshield like 1,000 angry fists. It was the kind of night where even the bravest souls sought refuge indoors. But here I was, driving through the desolate countryside, searching for answers that had eluded me for far too long. My name is Daniel Kane, a detective with the local police department. For weeks, I'd been on the trail of a serial killer who had been terrorizing our small town. 4 victims so far, all young women, all found brutally murdered and displayed in grotesque poses. The town had never seen anything like it, and the fear that gripped our community was suffocating. I couldn't sleep. The faces of the victims haunted my dreams, their eyes pleading for justice. Each morning, I'd wake up drenched in sweat, feeling like a failure. The pressure from the chief and the media was unrelenting, but I couldn't let this monster win. Tonight, I was following a lead, one that had taken me deep into the heart of the woods. The killer seemed to have a fascination with the forest, always leaving behind cryptic symbols etched into trees or written in blood on the ground. It was as if he reveled in the fear he instilled, taunting us with his sadistic games. As I parked my car on the muddy trail, the forest couldn't shake the feeling that I was walking into a trap. The soft patter of rain, but I couldn't afford to be cautious. I moved through the trees. Time was running out. My flashlight, and I was determined to catch this monster before he claimed every rustle of a branch. Every distant howl of a coyote sent shivers down my spine. Then I saw it, a clearing up ahead, bathed in an otherworldly glow. My heart raced as I approached. In the center of the clearing, a gruesome tableau awaited me. The latest victim, her lifeless eyes staring up at the stormy sky, was bound to a tree. The killer had outdone himself this time. I heard a twig snap behind me, and I spun around, drawing my gun. But there was no one there. Just the inky blackness of the forest. I was alone with the dead and the rain. I knew I had to call it in, to bring in backup and forensic teams. But as I reached for my radio, a voice, cold and mocking, whispered in my ear, "You're too late, Detective Kane." I spun around again, scanning the trees, but there was no one to be seen. Panic welled up inside me as I realized I was not alone in these woods. The killer was here, lurking in the shadows, and I had walked right into his trap. The rain continued to fall, washing away any hope of escape. And as I stood there, surrounded by death and darkness, I knew that the real game was just beginning.